Hey, Ryan Clark was right. Now, there was a lot of noise and commotion and news about what Ryan Clark said on Get Up when him and Peter Schrager kind of got into it about Peter Schrager making a comment that comes from a perspective of a non-player. Peter Schrager took exception to it, like Ryan Clark was trying to belittle him, and that wasn't the point. If you heard the context, they were talking about it before and after the comment. Now, let me say this first. Ryan Clark could have made the same exact point with the same exact impact if he had not have made the comment about non-player. However, I understand why he did, and he was 100% correct. The context of the conversation was, did CeeDee Lamb have a good game, even though he had 3 critical drops that most likely could have won the game for the Cowboys? And when things kind of got heated was when Peter Schrager brought up A.J. Brown.
Wake up this morning. Are you feeling okay? You look at A.J. Brown, which is this #1 wide receiver who got 1 target all night, and then you got CeeDee Lamb. But that's the
when was the one target?
That's the target.
But
though.
I'm saying
when was the one target?
I'm saying you could have it both ways.
54 seconds left in the game on 2nd and 11. It was the one target. He runs the out route.
You wake up this morning saying
got
A.J. Brown had a better day than CeeDee Lamb.
But you know what you wake up saying though? A.J. Brown's team is 1-0.
A.J. Brown had 1 catch. Did A.J. Brown with his 1 catch and the win have a better game than CeeDee Lamb with his 3 drops? Clearly the answer is no. Then Dan Orlovsky says that 1 catch for A.J. Brown came at a critical moment. Then Teddy Bruschi chimes in and says,
I have no doubt CD will fill up the stat sheet this year. He's going to fill it up. But he's going to get a lot of votes from a lot of people.
13 targets.
He's going to be great.
And
he's
here's
going to
the
be
thing.
great. Where's the moments? You had them. You missed a couple. That's what it's all about, to be great. And that's the moment that he failed. And that's why he's so disappointed.
CeeDee Lamb is going to have a lot of catches in big games, but the critical moments are what matter the most, because those are the moments that are win or lose. And then Ryan Clark gets into the conversation, and he prefaces it by saying,
we shouldn't do this on TV, and so I apologize if people think this is rude.
Stop right there. If you know you shouldn't do it, don't do it. If you know you shouldn't do it, don't do it. But he went on, and if he'd have just taken that small section out where he said,
that's the non-player.
Oh, stop.
Peter Schrager lost his shit.
That's the non-player.
Oh, stop. That's no. CeeDee Lamb is.
Let me tell you why. I'm not saying.
I'm not looking at fantasy football, Ryan. I'm not. Don't belittle me like that. I could come in and say, as 3 ex-players are saying one thing, and give an alternative perspective.
Ryan Clark, at that point, it was kind of contentious, and Ryan Clark was like, "Hold on, let me finish."
And
Peter, what I need for you to do is not get mad and let me finish for one.
Okay, go on.
It wasn't about you. It was going to be about me.
Okay.
Let me finish. And he made a great point after he finished.
As a player, I can't speak for CeeDee Lamb. I'm speaking for me. If I go out and I have 12 tackles and I get 2 interceptions, and then there's a run late in the game that I miss a tackle and the other team wins the game, I'm not talking to my family on the way home. They're not calling me. As I'm walking to the car, my wife is telling people, because we've been through it before, you do not speak if he doesn't speak. I'm not saying that CeeDee Lamb can't play. I'm not saying that you are wrong for defending him. I'm talking from the perspective that I know CeeDee Lamb feels. And that's why I prefaced it by saying, this is not about you. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not saying you don't understand. But what I'm saying is I fully.
And what they were trying to get him, Peter Schrager, to understand that it's not about stats. You could have statistically the best game ever, but if you cost your team the game, it doesn't matter.
And if you're on your ride home that you're talking about, and if anyone in your family says you played well, they don't get you.
I don't care how many yards you get. That happens to all great players. It has happened to me. It is a horrible feeling, because the only thing you concentrate on and the only thing people remember is the one play you failed. So I totally understand what Ryan Clark was saying. I empathize with Ryan Clark because I have been in that situation. Peter Schrager ain't never been in that situation. Now, if you want to flip it and talk about things that Peter Schrager may have gone through when it comes to journalistic integrity and things of that nature, that's a different conversation where he would be the expert. And he could say, y'all don't understand what y'all saying. You've never been in this situation where then he has the right to say that because that is a situation that he has been in and nobody else has. That would make sense. But what Ryan Clark was saying was 100% correct. And then the NFL co-signs it that weekend. The Ravens and the Bills play. The Ravens are killing the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. And then all of a sudden, Buffalo mounts a comeback. Derrick Henry is having a monster of a game. I think he ended up with like 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he fumbled the ball in a critical situation that cost them the game. What do you think he's concerned about?
Well, first of all, I got to take care of the ball. Told my teammates after the game, put this loss on me. I own it like a man. We emphasized taking care of the ball since we got back. It's a big emphasis, especially in our room as running backs, taking care of the football, keeping it high and tight. And got like a days ago, and they made a play. But I put this loss on me. If I take care of the ball, I feel like it would be a different situation.
That was the point. And for Peter Schrager to get butthurt because he said that's a non-player perspective, that is a non-player's perspective. Ryan Clark was 100% correct. Peter Schrager was wrong in his perspective. Players don't care about the stats if you cost your team the game. If you've never been in that situation, you won't understand it.